In previous session, we learned about pointers and memory management in Golang. As part of this session, we learned about more details about pointers and structures. Details about structure set, how to declare the structure, how to use it, and when to go for pointers, all these things. Let's talk about Golang's pointers and structs as part of this session. In Go, a pointer is a variable that stores the memory address of another variable. Pointers are useful for situations where you need to pass a large amount of data to a function or need to change the value of a variable from another scope. And here is an example of the pointers, how you can create. In this case, x is a variable with the value of 5 and y is a pointer to the x. The address operator, the AND operator is used to get the memory address of x, and the star operator is used to dereference the pointer and access the value stored in the memory location. Structs are way to define a new data type in Go, which is composed of collection of fields. Structs are useful for grouping related data together and can be used to create complex data structure. Here an example of how we can create a struct. The type and the person is a struct name and struct which has like two values, name and age integer. And instance of person you can create and assign in the variable p, and structs fields can be accessed using the dot notation, right? Like p dot name, p dot age, like this. And we can see the one example about this program. And pointers and structs can be used together. A struct variable can be passed to a function by reference using a pointer to the struct rather than passing the struct value. This allows function to modify the structs fields and have those changes visible outside the function. For example, in this case, the change name is a function which takes the pointer to the person struct, and you can pass the new string to modify that. And you can see after the change function call, the struct p name will be changed to Bob instead of Alice. So in summary, the pointers are a way to pass the memory address of a variable to a function. Structs are a way to group related data together, and pointers and structs can be used together to pass struct variables by reference and change the structs fields. And we'll see the example code as part of this session. So I already written the function, the code here. For example, this is the normal variable, and we are y is a pointer variable and it is pointing to the address of the x. And if you want to access a value or the pointer, you can use the star operator. And similarly, you can modify the value of the pointer, and you can create a structure using the struct keyword, type structure name followed by the struct keyword, and you can define the whatever the fields you want to make together in the structure. And you can create the object using the struct name followed by the what are the fields we have declared in the struct. You can initialize that, and you can access the structure fields using the structure object dot followed by the name, I mean what are the fields we have. And I have already created one name called the change name function. It will take the pointer to the struct and the new name, whatever the name you want to change, and the you can override the a pointer's name with the new name as part of this one. And we'll see this how it works. You know how to execute this one, go run command. For example, if you see here, oops. So here like x value initially it is 5 and y value also 5 here, line number 18. Now we are modifying the address value of y to 10, because basically that x and y both are pointing to same memory address. That's why it is reflected for x and y both here for 21, 22 lines. That's why you can see x and y both are printing 10. Now I created a object of person with name Alice and age 25. So we are printing here as a entire struct. So that's why it is printing struct value like this. P name and PS, yes, you can see these different values. Now I am changing value of structure P to the new name Bob. Here you are passing address of the struct here. So in this function we are taking a pointer of the P, that's why it will reflect the new change here actually. So if you print that one, then this name got changed to Bob to 25.